What is a perfect vermin? This game is violent, grotesque, sometimes even horrifying. What I'm about to show you today is not a game. It's an experience. And if you haven't played Perfect Vermin, I would highly suggest you go down into the description and play it. It's free on Steam, itch, and I wouldn't want to spoil that for anyone. With all that out of the way, I'm sick, and I just figured I'd record a quick video about a game that I found that I like. Yeah, so, I don't know, sit back, enjoy this video, and thank you for watching. Perfect Vermin starts off in an elevator and drops you off into a lonely office with no one around. It's okay though, cause you're accompanied by these entities. You can't really see them at first, but once you notice oddly misplaced items and pieces of furniture, it all starts to make sense. There's a counter in the top left corner of the screen. It's counting down how many creatures there are. Once you've destroyed all the creatures in that level, a man appears and tells you to return to the elevator from whence you came. Once you enter the elevator again, it shoots you down to the next level, and the man reappears to tell you to do it again, but better. After that, the cycle repeats, except the man stays on screen this time. What I think is important to know about the man is his dialogue. He says to not let them spread, and later on he tells you that there's more chambers that need to be cleansed. And we'll touch on the weird dialogue in a moment, but just something to keep note. Once you've finished the level and go back into the elevator, you'll be transported to the next level. And what you might notice the first time around, like I did, is that once the man reappears on the screen, his nose starts to bleed. Once you've completed the stage, the man reappears in a worse condition than before. He tells you it took longer than he expected, and he needs you to work faster. What's going on? What's happening to the man? Once you enter the elevator again, the man informs you that the level's geometry has become uncooperative, causing the normal floor to become reversed. Now you're standing on the ceiling. The man is clearly in disarray. He tells you to just leave. Once you do just that, the screen splits. Now you're in two different maps at the same time. And the man, well, he speaks for himself. Once you've destroyed all the entities, you're immediately transported to the next level. Once you destroy the starting door, the news anchor reappears. As far as I can tell, this level is impossible to complete without the timer running out. And once it finally does, you're transported to this fleshy world, which once you finish destroying both doors, transports you to a doctor's office where a conversation plays out. This conversation is about the man. I can tell because it's the same voice. The voices do appear to be different, but from what I can tell, I think this is just because the first clip, he's in the past, before whatever happened to him starts to happen. And the news does not look good. It's what we feared. The cancer is spread. But the news anchor doesn't seem to care, just brushing off his doctor's requests. In the beginning, before the game even starts, it says, "In loving memory of Harold A. Shipitz." Mr. Shipitz, please sit down. We need to discuss your test results. By the looks of it, it seems like the cancer is spread to every inch of Mr. Shipitz's body. The doctor estimates that he has 4 to 6 months to live. The news anchor, or should I say Mr. Shipitz, doesn't seem all that concerned about his own life. He would rather go off chasing a news story. Oh. Is that it? And yes, past me. That is indeed it. There you have it. That's the story of Perfect Vermin. And before I get into the analysis, I just want to say that I'm glad you stuck around this long to watch the video. It means a lot. And if you could drop maybe a subscribe, maybe a like, that would really just mean the world to me. And it would show me that you want more content just like this one. And without further delay, here is my analysis of Perfect Vermin. Harold Shipitz is a news anchor on the verge of something huge. What he doesn't know, though, is that a rapidly progressing, hyper-aggressive disease is in his system. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's kind of funny that I always end up covering stories like this, where a disease takes over the host and you're the one to clean up the mess. The doctor informs Mr. Shipitz that his condition is only worsening, but all he cares about is a news story that will land him in history. You take on the role of what I can only assume to be a counteractive drug administered by the doctor to take care of the cancer inside of Mr. Shipitz's body. But as we see and continue to see throughout the story, it seems that the treatment isn't enough. Mr. Shipitz is constantly spiraling. The entities inside of Mr. Shipitz's body almost seem to be like tumors growing inside of him and contaminating him. Throughout the different levels, we can see a constantly ever-changing world. It flips upside down. It splits in two. The whole world turns on its head, while Mr. Shipitz is helpless to do anything. In the end, your only objective is to venture deeper and deeper inside of Mr. Shipitz's body. So, what is a perfect vermin? Well, to be completely honest, I think a perfect vermin is cancer. It ravages anything it touches. It spreads like a wildfire. And in the end, those who don't seek immediate medical attention are doomed to walk the same path as Mr. Shipitz. I think this is the story that Perfect Vermin is trying to tell, and I think it does a really, really good job. Thank you guys for making it to the end of my video. I really appreciate it. I've been Dark, and bye-bye.